As you all know, National Health Awareness Month is also called as National Health Month. It began in United States in 1949 and was started by National America Health Organization (MHA). During the month of May, MHA, its affiliates and other organizations conduct several activities related to mental health with different themes each year. As in 2020, a theme was introduced called as #Tools to Thrive, and in 2019, same theme was introduced with a name of #For Body for Mind.
According to World Health Organization, mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope up with the normal stress of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and can make contribution for his or her own community.
So there are various types of mental illness. Some of them are anxiety disorder, psychotic disorder, eating disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, impulse control and addiction disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder.
You probably have good mental health when faced with new people and challenges. You feel optimistic. You do not always blame yourself. You have a good self-esteem. You think good about yourself. You set goals. Good mental health is characterized by number of key functions and activities.
Negative mental health refers to a pattern of thinking negative about yourself and your society. While everyone experiences negative thoughts now and again, it can even affect your work and study that you do every day. Some of the symptoms of negative illness can be depression, anxiety disorders, etc.
Everyone knows that eating a balanced diet, exercising, and getting plenty of rest are key to maintaining good health. Here are some tips for staying healthy in spite of your college lifestyle. Eat moderate food, eat a variety of nutrient-rich food, do not skip meals, do not eliminate certain foods, and drink plenty of water.
Various problems caused due to not having a proper mental health are as follows. Like you could have eating disorder in which you either eat very much than your normal appetite or eat less than your normal appetite. Then we have anxiety disorders in which you're like overthinking about the situations. You have depression in which you're like away from the people and you want to stay away. And then we have emotional and behavioral disorders which are very commonly seen in children. They start crying, they become too much emotional. And then we have post-traumatic stress disorder in which you're like hyper stressful all the time.
I believe that recovery is a process, beginning with diagnosis and eventually moving into a successful management of a mental health condition. Sustained recovery involves learning about the illness and effective treatment empowerment with the support of family members and finally helping others in achieving wellness.
Mental health policy is an official statement by a government or a health authority to provide the overall direction for the mental health by defining a vision, values, principles and objectives, and by making a broad model action to achieve that vision. The federal government who looks after it has made some laws for it. The Mental Health Act 1987, the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005.
Mental illness can affect anyone. The key to curing is caring and understanding. Clinical treatments and medical interventions are also there, but they are only used when necessary. Coping with such people who suffer from mental disorder is not an easy task, and it requires proper understanding of the options available to deal with such people who are suffering from such problems. World Mental Health Day and this whole month is a perfect stage for gathering information and knowledge. Remember one thing, anyone can get affected from mental disorder. It might be your loved one also. So always be humble, gather knowledge and information and treat them and help them when they need it.